said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets of death. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Yard line. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. Check 9, check 9. 51, south.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Corey Peters there to bring him down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Undercut.
Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check. 21.
Throwing again. Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Mike, ready, 280. 11.
Now it's Ryan. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Ryan to throw. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Hit on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. To throw, it's Murray.
Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight right. Shift. Hey, check 24. Hey, south. Hey, free plans.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready. 43 is the mark. Switch. Hey, check.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready. 280. Here we go. 21. Hey, check. Shoot. Show it. He's crazy. He's checking crack. Check 3. 58.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now it's Ryan. And that's caught by Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The end result, 21 yards. Ryan now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Cardinals 3. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On second down, here's Murray. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On first down, Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Olsen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check, 43. Here it comes. 43 in the mic. Wait. 43.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him. So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th, and on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 59. Squeeze, double.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Open man is Kirk, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the 1st time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the gun, Murray. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Desmond Trufant. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 12-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, express. 51, sub. Hey, seam 6. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now it's Peterson. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Get in the weight room.
Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Check Mike. 45, Mike, 45.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Ryan's pass complete to Calvin Ridley. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The throw is Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Drake, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eye.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now Olison. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
59, ready. 80. 54, south. Pilot, 64, weak. What, 20?
Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
You draw Corker.
On the carry, it's Olison. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Hey, wahoo!
From the shotgun, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead stretches, 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Murray. Caught left side to Crabtree. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready, blue 80, like 25. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Tuesday.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Mike, 45. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Murray now on first down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
45, 45, 45, Mike, 40. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
First down, Murray. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check the
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Murray now. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Okay. Check 43.
They go back to the ground to Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Charles Clay. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The dump-off gets him only one, and now you're looking at a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, check.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Not today, you are. Not today.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
39. 51.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out.
Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 79 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Falcons 25, Cardinals 10. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, free play.
Now Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Ryan wants to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.